And we are live. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
YouTube,
Is it
¿cómo están
YouTube?
ustedes? How y'all doing? My,
Everybody's doing good. I see up in here.
they tapped into they two favorite Puerto Ricans right now. Might be
Yes,
three
sir.
soon. We don't know yet.
All right, Lou.
Uh,
You wanna do a roll call?
yes, sir. Mickey Griggs, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Yankees for Life, the Smiths Haunted Ghost Tube, Tess. Who we got here? Edward Everett, pounding that pink. Bill, Maverick, Edward Everett. I think I said him already. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for showing up.
Oh,
Thanks for joining. Let's do the damn thing.
there we go. There we go. Trying to see what's going on here.
Arlo sent you another movie.
Primo,
Oh,
what's good, brother?
Primo's in there?
Yeah, Primo's in here.
I don't see him.
The Endu, how you doing, bud?
Maybe they
How's it,
saying
of
tapped in.
course, like always.
Maybe he hasn't showed up yet on the thing.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let me do
Daniel
this.
Infante, what's good?
Oh, now I see him. Oh, now I'm seeing him. Yep. Daniel Infante, Denzus, Primo, Lefty,
Lefty
Lefty.
Guns. I ain't seen Lefty in a while.
There he is. Anthony Elios. There he goes. How you doing, Anthony
Anthony,
Elios?
how you doing?
Let me get my notes out of my glove box.
Do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
No, that's a little thing me and him got.
Get it out the trunk. So, Lou, what's going on, bro? How's everything?
Just chilling, man. I had to go to run to the store. I had to give me some
Sven, how you
uh,
doing?
I had to give me some hygiene products. I had to give me a few things hygiene wise. So I stopped over at the store and then I tapped in with Lefty, got caught up over there. And by the time I realized it when I got off, we were going on in a couple of 15 minutes or something like that. So I didn't get a chance to stop at the parts store yet. So I'm hoping to catch it just before they close. I need to go give me a
Chicago, what's
few
going on, buddy?
I need to go give me a couple I need to put the license plates on my car. So I need to go give me a couple some longer screws with the washers in the back, tighten it up
Yeah.
correctly. Sven Larson, we send ours over the pond to you, buddy. Chicago Muscle. Chicago Muscle. That laugh you got, boy. I go over there and I get a kick out of that laugh. Sometimes when I'm a little pissed off, I might go in there and check the laugh out, check a couple videos out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah,
FY
man, I've just been chilling, bro. Just watching all
Pelon X8. Bienvenido.
the YouTube, brother. That's all I've been doing today.
Yeah. Yeah, I tapped in a few shows earlier, or
Yeah.
well, yeah, lefties and I got actually tell you the truth, I got on real late today. I didn't really even. Usually, I'm on it in and out throughout the day at work and stuff like that. But today, I don't believe I tapped into around 10 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I mean, shit.
So,
So, yeah, so what you want to do, man? You want to kick it about our Puerto Rican brethren?
who the
The,
guy we
the
were just talking
guy.
about?
Yeah, you want to kick it? Let's kick it, bro.
Okay, so
Just for those who didn't know.
just keep me abreast on the comments because I ain't gonna be able to see the comments.
I got you.
So yeah, so we got we want to do a little spill. Start off with a little spill on a little profile on uh, Sergeant First Class Jorge A. Otero Barreto. He's born in April 7th of 1937. He's also known as the Puerto Rican Rambo and Sergeant Rock. He's a former United States Army. He's from the Army,
How you doing,
and he's
Bob?
earned over 38 military decorations during his career, and has been called the most decorated. He's the most decorated military. He's got more military decorations during his career, and he's been called the most decorated soldier of the Vietnam War. Excuse me. And he's received recognition from numerous organizations and has had buildings named after him. He is also the main subject of Brave Lords, a documentary about the Puerto Rican experience in the Vietnam War. And he's born in Puerto Rico in Vega Baja. And I already said he was from the Army. He served from 1959 to 1970, Sergeant First Class. His units, he was part of the 101, the 101st Airborne, the 25th Infantry, the 82nd Airborne, the 173rd Airborne Brigade Combat Team. He was in like I said, the Vietnam War, and his awards, he has 2 silver medals, 5 Bronze Star medal, 2 Silver Star medals, 5 Bronze Star medals with the V device. I'm not sure what that is. He's got 5 air medals. He's got 4 Army Commendation medals, and he's got 5 Purple Heart medals.
Yeah,
that was pretty active.
He was a beast, bro.
Yeah, so he was born in the town of Vega Baja, Puerto Rico, the son of Eloy Otero Bruno. So he probably got some Italian in him, Bruno. Yeah, and Crispina Barreto Torres is his mother. And his father named him Jorge, Spanish for George, after George Washington, whom Otero Bruno admired. In Vega Baja, Otero Bruno received his primary and secondary education. He attended college for 3 years studying biology until 1959 when he joined the U.S. Army, which he chose over medical school in Spain. After his basic training, he continued to train with the 101st Airborne Division in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, graduating in 1960. From 1961 to 1970, Otero Barreto served 5 tours in Southeast Asia, starting as an advisor who helped train Vietnamese troops. According to the documentary Brave Lords, Otero Barreto served in various military units during his military career. He served in the 101st Airborne Division and 25th Infantry Division, Tropic Lightning. He also served in the 82nd Airborne Division and the 173rd Airborne Brigade. He participated in 200 combat missions, was wounded 5 times, and was awarded 38 decorations, like I already had said. Referred to as Puerto Rican Rambo or Sergeant Rock, Otero Barreto has been called the most decorated Puerto Rican veteran, and media and some organizations have called him the most decorated soldier in the Vietnam War. However, NBC News and said that Robert L. Howard may have been the most highly decorated American soldier of the modern era, while KWTX-TV states that Howard was said to be the most decorated service member in the history of the U.S. John Plaster, in his 1998 book, SOG, The Secret Wars of America, Commandos in Vietnam, states that Howard remains to this day the most highly decorated American soldier. Otero Barreto was highly decorated during Vietnam and is possibly the most decorated Puerto Rican veteran of the Vietnam War living today. Now, saying that right there, they're kind of, it's kind of like there's no such thing as a Puerto Rican army. So when you join the army, you're joining the United States of America Army, the United States Marine Corps, so on and so forth. So, by that little stuff there, they're trying to make it sound like, they could have stated it different. They could have stated, Puerto Rican American, or U.S. They could have stated that differently there. But
Carlos, what's up, Papa?
Oh, Nelson Bigelow, my brother. Good to see y'all.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
You see what we talking about, bro?
Oh yeah, he was a hero.
We're talking about our Jorge A. Otero Barreto from Vega Baja.
Our Rambo.
Yeah,
our Rambo. But at the end of the day, bro, we gotta call him that's our real American hero.
He's American.
Exactly.
That's the thing. People confuse us. We're Puerto Rican. We Boricuas. We're American.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So, okay. So Otero earned his earned both his Silver Stars in the first months of 1968, a period dominated by the Tet offense, a member of Company A, 1st Battalion Airborne, 502nd Infantry assigned to the 101st Airborne Division, 2nd Brigade. Otero Barreto won his first Silver Star in action on February 17th near Quang Tree.
Otero Barreto, Miss, can't be wrong.
Yeah, the brigade was part of Operation Jeb Stuart, while the second came north of Hugh on May 1st, part of Operation Carrington 2. During the February 17th fight, Otero unit was operating near Quang Tree when they encountered concealed enemy positions and came under heavy fire. Then a staff sergeant, Otero Barreto, took control of the machine gun and covered the withdrawal of his platoon until he expended all the gun's ammunition. Wounded during the fight, he also organized the unit's orderly withdrawal from the area. The second Silver Star was awarded less than 3 months later on May 1st, and during Operation Cantarin 2, north of Hue. I might not be pronouncing that right. Spelled H-U-E. Still with Company A, although promoted to platoon sergeant, Otero Barreto's unit was occupying defense positions near a village when they came under attack. According to the award citation, the attackers were part of the 8th Battalion, 90th North Vietnamese Army Regiment, and were trying to break through the cordon established around the village. The attacks began at 1500 hours, and after 3 assaults failed, the NVA fell back into the village. Otero led a squad into the village, neutralizing several defense positions in the process, and positioned his squad to provide covering fire so the rest of the company could advance. Otero later earned a Bronze Star with Echo Company's Recon Platoon on December 3rd, 1968. Okay, on June 22nd, 2012, Barreto was keynote speaker at Vietnam Veterans Memorial Dinner, in Lorain, Ohio. On September 1st, 06, the Coalición Nacional Puertorriqueña, National Puerto Rican Coalition, honored Otero Barreto with the Lifetime Achievement Award in a conference held at the Hilton Hotel in Chicago. The keynote speaker was U.S. Congressman Luis Gutierrez. A lot of this is just after stuff. Let's see. A sergeant first class. Okay, a transitional home for veterans in Springfield, Massachusetts. Sergeant first class Otero Barreto Homeless Veterans Transitional Home was also named after him. The home is managed by the Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 866 in Springfield, Mass. The home is part of a program named the Jorge Otero Barreto Homeless Veterans Transitional Program, which houses 12 veterans. The program offers counseling, DVA services for the Western Mass Bilingual Veterans Outreach Center, assistance in obtaining Chapter 115 financial assistance, AA, NA meetings, Christian rehabilitation, substance abuse meetings. Okay, the town of Vega Baja, which is in Puerto Rico, dedicated.
It's beautiful out there.
Yeah,
Vega Baja is beautiful.
Dedicated his military museum to Otero Barreto and his name, Jorge Otero Barreto Museum. And on October 2nd, 2011, Otero Barreto was named Vega Bajeño del Año en Civismo, which means Civic Center of the Year of Vega Baja. Otero Barreto was featured in the documentary film Brave Lords, a perspective on the war in Vietnam as experienced by a Puerto Rican soldier. In June 2016, Lieutenant General Joseph Anderson presented the Distinguished Member of the 502nd Infantry Regiment Award to Otero Barreto, honoring his valor in the Vietnam War. Otero's name is one of the most, Otero Barreto's name is one of those displayed on Wall of Honor at Fort Campbell in Kentucky. And then the rest of it's just
he was a badass.
The rest. He's also a expert rifle marksmanship badge. He has a combat infantryman badge, the basic parachutist badge, the basic aviation badge on top of all the medals he received. U.S. Presidential Unit Citation, the Valorous Unit Award, Veteran Gallantry Cross Unit Citation, Vietnam Civil Actions Medal Unit Citation, Vietnam Presidential Unit Citation, the silver medal with 1 bronze oak leaf cluster, bronze medal with the V device and 1 silver leaf cluster, the Army Commendation Medal with the V device with 3 oak leaf clusters, the Purple Heart with 4 oak leaf clusters, the Air Medal with 1 silver oak cluster, the Good Army Conduct Medal with 3 good conduct loops, National Defense Service Medal, the Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal.
That's a long list, bro.
That's a lot of stuff. Yeah, all that's pinned on his uniform. This guy got a lot. He's got a lot of citations. Very decorated U.S. soldier right there.
Let me see if I can.
Yep, that's a little bit on that gentleman here. So he's
that's the gentleman right there, right, Lou?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's him.
Yep.
And he's 84 years old right now. He's still alive, still pushing. So he's
take that, Chuck Norris.
Delta Force.
Delta Force.
Yeah, so this man is very, very very decorated guy, man. He's he's a
That's
badass.
how I got that force for us.
I wouldn't want to fuck with him.
Carlos, so what's up, bro? What's going on today, man?
You know how it is. Bebe's kids. It was a rough day at work, but I'm home. I relax. I want to say I want to salute to all the military in this country, all who have served, all who still serve, and all who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Let me see. We got some new guys in the chat. Let me say what's up to Brooklyn Rob 1, Just Jane, Primo. That's it. Edward Everett, I think I already said. Bob, Big Bob out there in New Zealand, tapping in. Bob Mowry. How you doing, bro? Yep. 25 in the chat. Hit that like button. Share. Subscribe if you haven't. Share and let's get this thing going. We got some things planned from all angles, all of us. We all got our own ideas. We all come together. We confer together and we run it by each other. And we're gonna start some things popping off here. Probably I got a couple things I already set up. Just got to figure out what day we're gonna start doing it. And
the Endu, congratulations, man. He's got a son.
Huh?
Well, he's a proud son of a Vietnam vet.
Oh, proud son. I thought it said, yeah, I misread that. I thought it said you're a proud father of a Vietnam vet. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Yep, like I always say, man, my two grandpas, man, World War II veterans, man.
That's what's
one
up,
grandpa
man.
spent over 30-some years of his life in the military.
I used to get a kick. I had an uncle that was actually like a second uncle. He was in the Korean War. And the stories he used to tell me were unreal, man. I was like, damn.
Pelone X8, yes, sir. We're gonna do. Matter of fact, we were just talking about the Young Lords just before we went on air. Yeah, we're gonna touch on that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yes, sir. And then if you guys got, if you guys want to bring something up too, and that we're not aware of, definitely. I got a list already. I already went over with Nelson earlier. I'll bring up Carlos to speed on it, and then if he wants to talk about anybody else, we could do that. And but yeah, we will be getting around to talking about the Young Lords.
I got you.
Hello, Carol.
That's what's up, though, man.
Yeah. Yep. like Edward ever said, salute to the military, all branches, active, reserve, retired, you know, everybody. Yes, sir.
Carlos, how old are the babies?
You know, it was just me and my son, and he's 8. But my
8.
girlfriend has a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 7-year-old. So it's just, you know, getting them organized, getting them used to a routine and stuff.
Bro, I
Yeah.
just had basically like 5 leave the house. No.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Then it's hard to get when they're not used to having a structure and doing something a certain way and being told what to do. You know, you got to get them in line, man. It's not,
Yeah.
Just like I always say, I've been a certain way so many years and now I'm trying to change. It's not that easy. Like, for example, the cussing, right? The kids, 3 years, them doing whatever they want, 2 years, pretty much of what they want with no structure. That's a big mountain to climb to get them in line, but it could be done.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
that's the thing.
I'm like a drill sergeant. I come from
Yeah.
a big family, and I'm good with kids. So now they've adjusted really, really well. They've improved across the board. Because
That's
you know
right.
me, I'm from the old school. You know, sometimes I don't even have to speak. I'll give them that look, and they already automatically understand.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Plus, you want to get them before they get too. You don't want to let them get that old. It's gonna be harder when trying to deal with a teenager or something.
It's rough, man. When you get them kids, man, when they already at that age where they get cocky and they try to be, tough and this and that, you got to let them know. You
Yeah.
got to let
Yeah.
them know who's who, bro.
Brian Miller, he said hi to all of us, and he said, "God bless the United States." Yep. Yes,
How you doing,
sir.
Brian?
And Edward Evers said, Carlos, he sent you the Santa-Lot movie.
Oh yeah, he did. He hooked me up.
Yep. And thanks, pounding that Pinkville. I just
We
seen
got a
something
great chat tonight. All awesome people here.
Yeah, we got Bob. Bob's in the chat. He lives all the way in New Zealand.
I have
New Zealand.
I received an email, Lou. I gotta send it to you guys. I'm gonna forward it.
From Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah. I gave him the email and I told him to get at me that way so we can get in contact with each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got you. I'll forward it down to you.
Yankee said, I'm so happy to be here with my La Familia. That's right. Guess so.
We ain't fighting, we ain't arguing in here. We just chilling and shooting shit.
I want to send blessings to everybody what they're going through over there in the Ukraine. It's sad.
And God bless all who served and all who gave the ultimate sacrifice, like Anthony Elio said.
Yes.
You want to get into? You want to talk a little boxing? You want to talk? I know Anthony Ellis is a boxing fan.
Whatever y'all want to get into, we get into.
What you got, Anthony? You're from Philly, right? So who's the big names that come to mind from Philly? Larry Holmes. I believe Joe Frazier was from Philly also, I believe. Bernard Hopkins. Those are probably the 3 big names right there. Great fighters, right? I mean, Larry Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
I went back and looked at some of I had watched some of his fights, but I wasn't aware of some of the guys he had fought. And I believe he went 48-0 before he lost to Michael Spinks. And then he fought him again and lost again in the rematch. And that's when, even though Michael Spinks didn't have a belt when he fought Mike Tyson, he was considered the man because Larry Holmes was the man when he was champ.
Yeah.
That's the lineal championship, but it's not actually a belt. It's just a name, right? And Larry Holmes was beat by Michael Spinks, so he was the man, the lineal champion. So when Tyson fought him, it wasn't for a belt. It was just for that name, lineal champ. Mike Tyson already had the 3 main belts at the time. The WBO wasn't recognized as like it is now. Back then you just had 3 belts.
Look at when we were growing up. All them fighters you're mentioning, when you watch them fights, it was slugfest. It was, I mean, punch for punch, bro. Now we don't get that. Now we don't get that. The heavyweight division back then, remember the heavyweight division? That was off the chain.
Yeah, it's not the same. But back then, boxing, we had all the divisions were great.
Yep.
We had great middleweight, great lightweight.
Oh, you mean the weight classes? Weight classes. You mean?
Forget about it.
Yeah. Well, it always was heavyweight,
What's up, common
middleweight,
sense?
and the welterweight. Those were the three main ones. Welterweight was Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, you had middleweight was Hagler, and then you had heavyweight. You know, Holmes really for all that time from '78 up until he lost in '85 or something. I think it was. He was on top for about 7 years, I think. Yeah. Well, he was. I don't know if you guys know this, but Larry Holmes was the first IBF champion. When that belt came out, he got it. You know.
Larry Holmes, the one that didn't sit after he was fighting in the ring. Remember when they used to go to their corners? He never sat. He always stood up. Always stood up. Never sat.
Yeah, I didn't like how he did Muhammad Ali when he went and smacked him. Muhammad Ali wasn't paying attention. He was sitting down talking. He smacked him. I didn't like that. You know, and then he overbeat him up. You know, that whoever signed off on Holmes to fight, man, he already was, you know, done, man. He already was showing, you know, Parkinson's already. You know, nowadays he would never would have got no license to fight. They wouldn't have signed off on it, whatever commission. Yeah, never. You know, but Mike Tyson, he told Mike Tyson, get him for me. And Mike said, yeah, I could do that. He went there, thumped that ass up, you know.
Mike admitted it. Mike said he felt good doing that. He wanted to get back.
Yeah.
Yep. Ali, Foreman, Frazier, Norton.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. Anthony Ellis said that Larry Holmes is from Easton. Yeah, he's not from Philly, but Pennsylvania. Yeah. But yeah, he's actually the beast, the Easton. Well, how they say it? What was his nickname? The Eastern. What was it? The East. Larry Holmes' nickname. I can't even think of it right now. Jeez.
I'm sure Anthony Elios knows. Knows.
I'm waiting.
Eastern Assassin. The Eastern Assassin. There you go. I just remembered it. Okay, them dudes put it anyways. But yeah, Eastern Assassin. Then he said
Eastern Assassin.
Yeah.
He got it.
This time.
Lennox Lewis was all right. He was pretty good. He was pretty good.
I just thought he was arrogant.
Yeah, well, that's all them. A lot of them British guys. That's how they are. They're arrogant. Look at Tyson Fury.
What was the oh my God, I forget his name. The one that used to dance into the ring.
He used to dance heavyweight?
No, I think he was a lightweight, man. His name is on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember his. He's I think he's Arabic or something like that.
Oh, Nassim Prince Nassim Ahmed.
Nassim, there you go. Prince Nassim. Remember, he used to come in the ring with all the flamboyant stuff.
He got his ass whipped by Barrera. Marco Antonio Barrera got that ass.
He got blasted.
Yeah, and I don't think Ahmed fought anymore after that.
No.
And he's big as a house now.
If you see him now, yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, you know.
Miss Can't Be Wrong. Holyfield, yep, definitely. One of the top.
Holyfield's my favorite heavyweight all time.
Yeah, yep.
You know, he's just my favorite, you know. Real deal Holyfield. I don't know, I like, you know, he just was the shit to me. You know, he was bad. Yeah. He was bad. But man, during that era right there, you had Riddick Bowe. I believe Riddick Bowe fought Lennox Lewis in the Olympics, right? Lennox Lewis fought for Canada, and I think Lennox Lewis was the gold medalist, and Riddick Bowe was silver or bronze. I really can't remember. But Riddick Bowe wouldn't fight Lewis, and he just threw the belt in the garbage can. Remember that?
Oh man. Yeah,
and then Lewis was just given the belt, so that's why they were like, "Oh, he's not even a real champion." I think he was given the belt, or he fought somebody for the vacant belt. I'm not sure. It was one of those. But either way, they're like, "You didn't fight the real champion for the belt." You know, for a long time, Lewis got some shit for that. You know.
So you remember? Look at what Yanks put up. Macho. You already know Camacho. Camacho was good, man.
Yeah, but I don't put him over. I don't put him over Trinidad. I don't put him over Cotto. I don't put him over Gomez or Benitez or Carlos Ortiz.
He liked to do that flamboyant stuff and go around and he was a good boxer.
Yeah, he was a good boxer. He had speed. Actually, he fought a certain way until Chapo Rosario tuned his ass up. He hit him with something good, and
Chapo.
And after that, he went. after that, he wouldn't get in there and mix it up no more. He wanted to stay on the outside. He won the fight, but just you know,
Chapo stopped after Livingston Bramble, right? Was it?
Bramble beat.
I think
Bramble
Livingston Bramble.
Bramble beat Gomez too, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bramble was tough.
Yeah.
Sanchez beat
Bramble, yeah.
Salvador Sanchez beat Gomez. So did Azuma Nelson, and I think Livingston, but it was a little bit later that Gomez
Primo
lost.
Marciano was a beast.
Oh yeah,
Marciano was a beast.
That will he had was just on another level.
Yep.
Yeah, and then plus
he went in there, banged it, man. He was banging
he was only he was like what 5'10", 190 pounds. You know, he had a hell of a power. He punched hard. That man punched hard right there too, George Foreman.
Nah, Foreman hit like a Mack truck.
Yeah, you know that Hulk Hogan was supposed to get the grill, I don't remember how they did it, but Hulk Hogan picked the other device, and then Foreman got this, and Hulk Hogan could have had the grill, and Foreman ended up getting it, and it became a big sensation. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I forgot what Hulk Hogan got.
A lot of money off that grill.
Hogan got a blender or something like that.
Nah, Hogan was doing pornos and shit like that. I don't know what the hell happened there.
No, I'm talking about way back. This is before that.
Jake LaMotta. Yeah, Jake LaMotta was good, but from what I hear, that man was a straight ass. He was a real nasty person. That's basically what they're saying.
Yeah, Mike is definitely my favorite heavyweight.
Who was that?
Mike Tyson. Out of all the great heavyweights in the world, he was my favorite by far.
Well, I got Holyfield as my favorite, personal favorite, but I got Muhammad Ali's number one, because Muhammad Ali lost 3 years of his career when he got with all the drafting thing, and that was in the prime of his career. You know, who knows what could have happened? You know, he could have lost back then. Who knows? But his skills were superb. You know, I don't know, man. He was quick. That's the greatest lightweight all time, right there in my book.
Duran was good, man.
And to be honest with you, Duran is like the number one Latino boxer of all time. You know, he's either number one or two. You got Chavez and him. You know,
until he did that damn no mas.
Oh, I seen the documentary. He said he figured, hey, you know what? I already beat him the first time. He's running from me the second time. He didn't really train right like he should have. I'm gonna just give it up. I'll come back for the third one and I'll get him. You know, that's how he thought, and it backfired on him. His country were like, fuck you.
It's funny that this one came up because I was just talking about this the other day. David Tua. A lot of people didn't pay mind to David Tua. David Tua was a tough fighter, man. That dude, he banged it out.
Yeah, he was. I'm surprised. Well, the reason why is because you had Lennox Lewis. I was gonna say I was surprised he didn't win a title ever, but you had Lennox Lewis, man. Lennox Lewis had all the belts.
Yeah.
You know, but Tua was a real tough guy.
Yep, Ali all the way.
Ever said Tommy Hearns? Tommy Hearns was the first.
The Hitman.
The first 5-division champion.
Yeah.
And he went from welterweight, and then the junior welterweight to junior middleweight, which is the same as super welterweight, 154 pounds. And then he skipped middleweight, went up to super middleweight, if I remember correct. Then he went to light heavyweight. No. Then he went back down to middleweight, won that title, and then he went up to light heavyweight. If I'm correct.
Yeah, Roberto Duran hit like a truck. He was tough. He hit hard.
Yep. Sven Pac-Man, forget about it. He's yeah.
Yeah. Pac-Man's on his own shit, man. That dude he's an 8-division champion. 8-division champion with about 12, 13 belts. He's real belts. I'm not talking about the Asian, the Asian champion or the NABF or the NABO or IBO, IBC, none of those belts. I'm talking about WBO, WBA, WBC, or IBF titles. He's held like 12 belts, something like that.
How you doing, Angel?
Hi, Angel.
Angel. Miss Angel. Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is. You had a lot of good fighters, man, but now I can't really get into it no more.
Yeah, it's nowadays, man, you got these kids, they're coming in there, they're fighting 15 times and they're already a champ. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I don't get that, man. It's like setting them up. I mean, yeah, okay, you're the champ, but it's like look at Teofimo Lopez. He had like 18 fights, beat Loman. He had one belt, then he went and fought Lomachenko, took all his belts, and then his very next fight, he lost to Cambosos Jr. And and there's so many guys in that weight class, 130, 135. There's like 6 guys that are like top-notch fighters, and they don't have a lot of fights. It's
Yeah, it's weird now. I mean, me personally, I can't. I'd rather watch the females fight, bro. Honestly, just bang it out.
Yeah, look at Elio said Duran would get out of shape in between fights. He'd blow up to like 200 pounds. Yeah, he's not lying. Then he would have to lose. Then he would have to lose, 50 pounds in a matter of 4 or 5 weeks. That's hard on your body, man.
But you know what? If you notice, when these fighters got in the ring, man, and they made they made it up there, they started slacking.
Yeah,
they start slacking. That's their downfall. Once they start slacking, it's over.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to a lot of the Puerto Rican fighters. They like to party. They didn't take the training serious. And I'm going to say this because the Puerto Rican-Mexican War goes back a long time.
So check this out.
The Mexican fighters were more dedicated. They didn't party. They didn't get loaded. A women's fight.
Look at Jordan Canada. Look what he just put up.
Oh yeah, Jordan Canada. We got a surprise coming for you.
Yeah, yep. She's a 7 or 8 division.
He's
champion.
He likes Amanda Serrano. Okay,
she's bad.
They got something coming for you.
She's bad.
Yeah, she is. She's nasty, bro.
Yeah. So what do you got?
I got Roy Jones Jr. in my top 5 of all time.
Roy Jones?
Yeah. See, Roy Jones, man, that man ran out of opponents, bro. He ran out of opponents. He wiped out the whole freaking super middleweight and lightweight division.
But let's not say the embarrassment that he gave that heavyweight fighter.
Yeah, our old people. Yeah, the one that doesn't represent. He don't even represent. That's why I don't really like. Who gives a He come. We're American, bro, but we all know, man. If you're Puerto Rican, you're supposed to represent. Especially when at that high level. You don't. Come on, man. You know what I mean? And he's like, what?
I gotta put it for me. I'm gonna say my 4th would be Cotto.
It's 4th.
Cotto.
Your 4th all-time boxer?
For me, Cotto was.
He's man. Cotto went up. Man, Cotto was heavy middleweight champion. He only weighed 154. 155. He couldn't even get up to the middleweight level of 160. He's a tough motherfucker, man. That was the best thing he did was get away from his uncle, and he went to Freddie Roach, because a lot of times these fighters, when they stay with their father and they stay with their uncles, it's a bad move to continue to stay with them. Look at Roy Jones Jr. He's another one. Him and his father, they parted ways, because the father wants to still be the father instead of being the trainer. They let it get, they let him cross, and then they think they know it the best for everything. That's why they got people as your advisor, people as this, people as that.
To Mike Tyson. Perfect example.
And that's why sometimes the fathers don't want to step back, because you can get burned by the management, like Mike Tyson, and your promoter,
Yep.
It's always been an ugly game. And then boxing don't have retirement, so you got to use your money wisely. You got to invest wisely,
Well, we got a friend of the family that he used to box, and he was actually pretty good, Juan Laporte.
Oh
yeah.
Okay, so Juan Laporte was friends with my family, my mother's side and my father's side, and the guy was good, man. But then he got older, he started letting go, and it was a wrap.
Yeah.
Mickey Griggs, you're right. Because as soon as she jumped in the chat, I smiled. She always brings a smile to my face.
Yeah, Juan Laporte was a good boxer. Let's see what his.
Yo, it's funny because every time I watch Angel show The Voice, The voice is what gets me.
She has a beautiful soul. She's a beautiful person.
Yeah.
Listen, the voice brings me back home.
Yep.
Brings me back home because you already know I'm in Georgia. I'm not in Brooklyn. I'm not in New York no more. So when I hear the voice, it brings me back.
Yeah, when the first time she brought me on her show, I told her, I said, the first time I seen her in one of the documentaries about her dad, and she's talking, it was her voice, it was just like, something like you said, like you guys say, she just got her voice is just like soothing, calming, that motherly, like, I don't know how to really explain it. You know what I mean?
Which one you talking about? The angel or the bad angel? Which
I love them both.
We don't know Bad Angel too long. That's just come and go.
And the best laugh. Her laugh is infectious. You know what? The next award for this year, when Mob Talk Radio drops the award, he has to give the best laugh. Angel gets the best female laugh, and Chicago Muscle got my vote for the best male laugh.
I said that earlier.
I gotta disagree with that one, bro. The other night I heard some dudes laughing. I don't know, bro. We gotta ask Chicago Jones about that one.
Chicago Muscle's coming with the muscle, boy. You better watch out. He's a stud and a half.
Chicago Muscle.
Oh man.
I don't think he's here no more. I think he's making videos.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Roy Jones knew that he had the speed and the power to beat John Ruiz, and he wouldn't be hit. Yep. Roy Jones was
John got blasted for that one.
Roy Jones was a very he was a very special fighter at one point, man. Look what he did to lights out James Toney and Bernard Hopkins. He made them look silly.
Yeah.
And these were two, I mean, these guys, both them fighters, after they fought Jones for another 20 years there, or 15, 20 years they're around, at a top-notch level. Look what Hopkins did after he fought Jones. All those defenses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All those successful defenses and going up in weight and winning more titles and being the champion at 50 or 48, whatever he was.
Yeah.
These guys were legendary fighters. James Toney went up to be the heavyweight champion.
We gotta put him out there. Was Chavez. Chavez was dude, bro.
There's so many great fighters. It's in all the weight divisions. It's just so many that have stepped into that ring.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to make a pound for pound list. And you say 10. That's like how
you can't.
It's hard.
It's impossible, man.
Because people are always gonna say, well, what about him? And you're gonna be like, oh shit, I forgot about him. And then you just ain't got enough room. But definitely, Chavez Sr. is not only one of the baddest, if not the baddest Latino fighter, but he's also one of the baddest fighters, period.
Yeah, Chavez Sr. was nasty. So James Toney got taken out by oh man, I just had his name. Randy Couture. Randy Couture gave him a lesson.
Oh yeah, I didn't know James Toney fought UFC.
James Toney tried to go into the UFC, and the one that picked up the fight,
Randy Couture,
you know who it was. And he took him to school.
And James Toney used to come in, make the weight, and then the next day of the fight, he put on 20 pounds already.
All them cheeseburgers.
Yeah, he didn't handle his business right when it came to that.
Yep.
Tim Egan's here. He likes boxing as well. Y'all think Buster Douglas just got lucky beating Tyson? Yeah, he got lucky beating Tyson because I think his mom, just something spiritually with his mother passing, and also Mike Tyson didn't take it seriously. He was eating a lot of sushi. That was in Japan, wasn't it? Yeah. So
Angel got a good question.
Yeah. Does anyone know why the house on Green Acres is never finished? Sheetrock only half up on all the time. Yeah. I don't know. Green Acres, that's
just because it'll cost the sheetrock.
Yeah. Jack Dempsey. Oh gosh, no,
Dempsey was good.
Jack Dempsey was a heavyweight champ. Who beat Jack Dempsey? Was that no, Jack Dempsey beat who for the title? Was it let me think. I can't even think right now. Jack Dempsey. Italiano 559. What's going on, buddy? Let me see. Jack Dempsey. I think it was Jack Dempsey's from the 40s, wasn't it?
Dempsey? I'm not sure.
Yeah, because he's born in 1895, so he's got to be from the 30s probably, or before that.
Tim Egan has a good one. Hagler was a phenom, bro. That boy.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite middleweight.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, rest in peace, Marlon Hagler.
That's right. That's right.
Rockland, Mass.
The last time I seen him, he was doing the Old Spice commercial.
Oh yeah, remember that?
Chavez Taylor, that one there.
First one or second one?
Nah, Chavez and Taylor only fought once, bro.
Twice.
They fought twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that
they fought twice.
Richard Steele, what, 8 seconds left in the fight, man, and he called it.
I think it was like 3 seconds left.
Was it 3 seconds? Jeez.
I believe so.
That's too much.
So he beat Jess Willard for the heavyweight title in 1919.
Damn.
Yeah, way off. I was way off.
Yeah, could you imagine fighting in them days with them little freaking gloves, bro?
Jack Johnson,
that boy was bad as hell.
Yeah, because that's what I was looking. I was watching something on him, and they he had to go like to freaking Cuba. They had to go to Cuba and fight because a lot of people didn't want to see, at that time with all the racist shit, they didn't want to see
It was different times back then.
And then between him and the next black heavyweight was like 20 years, I think. There were some years. It might not be 20, but it's a good 10 or 15.
Yeah, because I used to like Boom Boom. Boom Boom he was good.
He was tough, but he wasn't ready for Alexis Aguayo though.
No.
Look at Anthony Elios. He knows his stuff. He's dropping jewels.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Jack Tunney. There you go, Jack Tunney. Yeah, I just ran across his name. Let's see, Chavez Taylor was crazy. Taylor down to the 3 second. Yeah. And then the next fight,
Livingston Bramble was a nasty dude, man.
He was tough.
Yeah. He was nasty, man.
Let's see.
Curry. Tim Curry. Tim Curry was a good fighter too.
Who?
Tim Curry. They call him Tim the Cobra Curry.
Donald.
Huh?
Donald the Cobra Curry. Yeah, Donald.
He's doing
bad right. He's doing bad right now.
Really?
Yeah, he had a brother that fought. I think you're talking about his brother. That Tim is his brother, I think.
There was one fight they had, man. They were cracking him, and he came out of nowhere and just blasted the dude once. Done, over.
Yeah, he's got what is it, CTE right now? He's got a real bad like punch, how from all the punches and shit. His son posted something not too long ago about that. Didn't I think Body Snatcher McCallum fought him too.
Yo, the chat's hitting us with some good ones, bro. Here's this one.
Yeah.
Max Berry, champion.
Poundy said Julian the Hawk Jackson. Not a lot of people talk about Julian the Hawk Jackson. You talk about somebody that will hit you and send you to another planet. That man hit like 2 Mack trucks with a cement truck behind it.
Yeah. What's the name beat him though? Gerald McKillen got him. And I think Michael Nunn got him. Those are his 2 losses. His first 2 losses, but that fucker hit hard.
Yeah, he did.
What else we got here? Terry Norris, terrible Terry Norris. He was good. And he was trained by the same trainer as Triple G. Abel Sanchez trained him and his brother.
Butterbean, Butterbean.
Yeah, Monzon, another middleweight Argentinian from Argentina.
Monzon.
Hagler, Monzon, yep. He had a crazy life, man. He was involved with all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just chilling, brother. Just got off work. Here to show support. Yeah, thanks, Italiano 559 for tapping in, bro. see, Carlos, you don't miss a beat. My brother, Hagler. Oliver was the pig. He was smart. Jerry Cooney.
Miss Campbell Rock said Butterbean. I used to love watching Butterbean.
Butterbean was a trip, bro. I used to like that dude.
Bro, did you guys see when he I don't know, they had that tournament on wrestling, WWF, when they had all these wrestlers that were pretty much over the hill at the time when they did this tournament, but it was like Mark Merrill, Hawk from Road Warriors. It was Dr. Death Steve Williams, one of the young guns. What's his name brought him up? Matter of fact, Vinny Pazienza was the ref of the deal there. So they had a boxing match, and the winner had to fight Butterbean, and Vinny Pazienza was the ref. He said it on Miss Angel's channel, and Butterbean knocked the shit out of old Bart, or whatever young gun it was. I think it was Bart. He knocked the shit out of him, man. I mean, he was laid out. I mean, out cold. You know what I mean?
Salute to Vinny Paz. What a great guy.
Yeah, he is. He is. That's a great comeback story for that man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Yank said Danny Trejo used to box in prison. Do they still do the boxing? No, they don't. They don't. My cousin
started in the movie industry because he was boxing, and they needed somebody to show the actors how to box, and bam, they liked them.
Yeah, so my cousin, I got a cousin. His name, he passed. His name was Kenny Santiago, and he was middleweight champion in San Quentin, sometime in probably it was the 70s, because he's born in the 40s, so maybe early 70s, mid 70s. But yeah, they used to have the boxing program where they would I don't know if they would take guys and go take another prison to fight their guys, but I know for sure, like, they'd bring people from the street, they would fight each other. Maybe a CO, a correctional officer, would get in there and fight, depending, you know what I mean? There's another guy, legendary guy from the streets over here. His name was, and I believe he passed too. His name was Miguel Garza, aka Toro, and he used to be George Foreman's sparring partner. Because George Foreman used to train out here in the Bay Area under Archie Moore. Yeah. I'm an old man, but do you guys remember Bobby Chacon? Hell yeah, Bobby Chacon.
Bobby Chacon, yeah.
Bobby Chacon's from LA area. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tough little fucker. He fought Bazooka Lamone, I think 4 or 5 times. Something like
Ernie
that.
Shavers.
Yeah, he was a knockout artist.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Shavers was vicious. Yeah, could have.
The chat is on fire with this boxing knowledge going on tonight.
That's it. That's what you got to do, man.
Yeah, well, I told Nelson earlier that I want to talk boxing. I wanted to get Tim Egan and Anthony Elios involved. You know what I mean? Because you know, Chavo, of course. Let's see. Not for nothing, Pinkville said, but Liston was a effing beast.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Muhammad Ali used to go to his house, pull up to his house, and talk a bunch of shit with the bullhorn?
Sonny Liston?
Yeah, and then I just barely seen this not too long ago, but he rushed up on him in the casino, and Sonny Liston pulled out a pistol, and it was it had blanks, and he started shooting, and shoots Muhammad Ali. He was getting up out of there, boy. And then even all the people around Liston was ducking and all that. And then he went like this and shot it into his jacket, and he goes like, you know what I mean? Trip, man.
They were clowns back then, bro. They used to do some crazy shit.
Chicago Muscle's back. He got a new video dropping tonight.
I told you he was out there doing a video.
He's supposed to be doing a lot. Oh, he's here. I'm here, guys. Just busy making a new pizza video. Oh, hey, if you guys didn't hear me earlier in the chat what I said that Chicago Muscle's a stud and a half. Oh man, but hey, he's beating them fuckers down, boy. Man,
he is.
No holds barred, boy. Uncensored. You know what I mean?
They try to dox him today. I find it hilarious.
You know, I caught a little bit of that. I seen some dude dancing. I'm like, huh?
It's not him. These
I know. That's
idiots.
how I was like,
It's not him.
What the hell?
You know.
I just had Yankees there. Where's Yankees? There you go. Bam.
Yeah, Ken Norton did break. He did break Muhammad Ali's jaw. Yep, and Muhammad Ali kept going too. He kept fighting with a broken jaw.
To what made Muhammad Ali special is he beat you both ways. He beat you in your mind and he beat you in the ring.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of times he had these guys beat already before they got in the ring.
Yeah. Exactly.
But, getting in their minds, man. I mean, I don't know that. I don't think it's ever been proven. But then they say that that old boy Liston had some shit on his gloves and Ali couldn't even see for a while and shit like that.
Yep.
I don't know how true that is, but that's a myth. So I mean, that's one of the stories.
That's what I mean. We can't ask them.
Chicago Muscle said, "That's not me, guys. Laughing my fat ass off. I was laughing though."
No, but I'm talking about the other one. Did you see his video? He had Mac dancing.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
You mean Captain Sugar Britches? I call him Captain Sugar.
There you go. That was funny as hell, bro.
Yep. Let's see. Liston was owned by Frankie Carbo. Yeah, Lucchese family and Blinky Palermo, Philly wise guy.
Sonny Liston was a bad man too. A bad man.
They said he took a few fights, man. I was like, damn. But at that time, in that era, that's who ran the boxing.
I think he took a dive. I think he took a dive with Ali. To be honest, I don't think Ali was aware of it. Maybe not.
He might have.
Just like Floyd Patterson, I think he took dives too. And if nobody knows, before Tyson broke that record, becoming champion at 20, Patterson was champion at 21. That was the old record, and he was also under Customato. But then Customato, but he left from but he left from Customato because Customato didn't want him fighting yet for the title. He felt he wasn't ready and then plus he didn't want to deal with them boys,
Yeah.
Tommy Ryan, Ebola, and them cats, and then Frank Floyd Patterson didn't want to wait. He went on his own. He went a different route, left Customato.
Yeah.
But I think he took the dive against Johansson.
Did you ever watch the video of Customato and Muhammad Ali? They were just shadow boxing.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Where Cus just cracked them.
Yeah, I seen it recently. Matter of fact,
and you see the size difference. It's a big size difference.
Oh yeah,
Cus got in there and just cracked them. I was like, oh.
Yeah, because I want to say at the time Muhammad Ali was pretty tall for a heavyweight.
Yeah,
he was 6'2", right? Foreman was 6'3", and I want to say everybody else was like 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot. That was probably the average height.
Lou, I got one for you. Yankees put it up.
What's your thoughts on Carlos Marcello? What's my thoughts on him? He was he was real deal. He was the real deal. He was, he was about it, man. He had a lot of influence. He had a lot of influence. Yeah, he's about my height.
Yeah, my height, bro.
Except the only difference is my pockets don't go that deep. He had a pocket in his pants where the money roll was way down there, and he always kept like $5,000 on him. Yeah, but he was a real deal. His hand stretched far, man. He had his hand in the police departments and the judges and the politicians. He even did business with Frank Costello. They brought those poker machines down there to Louisiana with Huey. What was the guy's name? Huey Dunbar, I think his name was Huey Dunbar. Maybe not. Maybe that's a football player. I'm thinking. I know his name was Huey.
He's 5'2". We've seen him.
He was a great boss, and he was a powerhouse.
But I say 5'3" though, because I just sounds better. Yeah. But me and Carlo Marcello was about the same height. And and his real first name was the same name as the kid from Bronx Tale. What was it? Calogio. There you go. That's his real first name. Yep. And he man, real deal, man. He, powerhouse. He used to even go back to New York. They caught him one day. I don't remember the name of the restaurant, but they they caught him and Santos Traficante Jr. and some of the New York cats. Like I don't remember if it was Tommy Lucchese or if it was a little later than that. But yeah, he was a real deal. A lot of people don't know that Louisiana, that there was a lot of Sicilians in Louisiana. That was the main place they went at first.
Yeah.
Of course they entered into New York through Ellis Island and then they dispersed. But there was they had a lot of influence in Louisiana.
Partner the pig beer, there you go. Colguero.
All right, Primo, good night, huh?
Have a good night, Primo.
Take care, Primo. Good night. Yo, so Miss Can't Be Wrong said 5'2" and size 13 shoe.
12, size 12.
Oh, okay.
I used to get teased about that all the time. They say I have clown shoes on.
Damn. Yeah, that's oh man.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna drop some links. I'm gonna let you guys
Do it,
Yeah.
do your thing.
Three Finger Brown. That's Gaetano Lucchese.
I don't really hear too much about him.
Lucchese?
Three Finger Brown?
The Lucchese's. I really don't hear about the structure. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning.
Now he was a powerful boss. He was a powerhouse.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
smart man. Had the garment industry on lock.
Yeah, and then his daughter married Tommy Gambino, which is Carlos' son.
Yeah.
And then that's how he got, it made the two families, the Lucchese Gambino families real tight after that marriage. And then Tommy Gambino ended up inheriting a lot of the stuff that Lucchese had going on. But originally,
Smart, man.
in 1931, when they came out, I want to say originally it was Tommy Reyna was the boss of that family. And then it went to Gaetano Gagliano, and then Tommy Gagliano. And then Lucchese was his underboss, and then he became the boss. So from 30, from I don't know what it was, 30 something up until he passed in 67. I believe he passed in 67. He had I think he had a brain tumor or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lucchese was, I want to say he was on the when they hit Maranzano. I think he was there when Bugsy and them came through, because they sent Jewish guys in there to pose as the IRS. You know what I mean? To do an audit.
Up in the building.
Yeah, when they went to do the audit on his IRS, that's what they act like they were going to do, and then they killed him. But I think I want to say he was there.
Yeah, I mean, man, back in them days, bro, there was a lot of people. I mean, it was just crazy, bro. It was crazy.
It was structured a lot better. They had a lot more respect, a lot more honor.
I mean, it was what it was. That shit that happens now with people ratting and doing all, you didn't see that, bro. You see them splattered all over the place.
Yeah.
It was what it was.
And she says, Anthony Ello says Patterson was an Olympic gold medalist at 160, but he was too small to take heavyweight punches. Liston destroyed him. Yeah, he did. Destroyed him.
He did.
And then too, that's what happened with Archie Moore too. Archie Moore was light heavyweight, and plus he was a little older at that time, but he tried to get a title shot. And I think it was Archie. Who was it? Was it Archie Moore? I mean, excuse me. Was it Patterson that beat him too? I believe.
Listen, we've been talking about the boxing, all these great fighters, but we left one out. Actually, we left quite a few out. But the one that's coming into my head, and
Mayweather.
Nah, I'm not. Me personally, I got my own opinions on that. but Arturo Gatti.
Oh yeah.
He was a tough. Yeah,
Arturo
he just
Gatti
was a
and
tough
Mickey
mother.
Ward.
Yeah.
Those are tremendous fighters, bro. Those dudes right there, they made
Yeah, they fought 3 times, right? 3 times, I think.
bro, and all their fights was nonstop.
Yeah. Two tough guys right there. 2 tough guys for sure. But you know what I didn't know, man? I didn't know that I thought Mickey Ward held a title before. He never held a title. Like a major title. I didn't know that. I thought he did. What do you say?
Oh
Do
wait,
you
wait, wait,
remember?
wait. We forgot another one. So somebody in the chat just reminded me.
Chicago Muscle?
Yeah, Chicago Muscle.
You left me out, guys, you stupid motherfucker. Oh yeah, Tony, because you just realized it, huh? Oh yeah, good for you, Tony. It be cracking me up. Oh man.
Again, they wrote down. You remember Richie Sandoval? I used to spar with a guy named Ron. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that one.
Cisneros.
Cisneros, who would be fighting Sandoval for the WBA bantamweight
Bantamweight. I
title.
mean, shit, that's like what, 114 pounds?
Wow.
120 pounds? I'm not sure what weight class that is. You left me out. Great fighter.
Here goes
You
a
guys
question.
remember? You guys
Here's a
remember?
question for Mickey Griggs.
Yeah, I know. I seen that. But who's he asking? Us, or is he asking Chicago Muscle?
I don't know.
You guys remember?
He's
In
probably in
his
his
car.
corner in Manhattan with a sign.
Do you guys remember Angel Manfredi?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Angel Manfredi.
Manfredi, yeah.
He was from Indiana, somewhere in Indiana, Puerto Rican. Kind of red hair a little bit. He was a tough fighter too, but I don't think he won a major title either. But I want to say Mayweather whooped him back in the day when Mayweather was tough, like when Mayweather was knocking guys out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
Mayweather.
he had a lot of problems with his hands as he got older and went up in weight. I don't know if he would break his hands, but his hands would hurt. I know that for sure.
No, we're gonna get into the next time we come on or whatever. Get into what was that Puerto Rican cat that they set him up, that they took the wata out of the gloves.
Oh, freaking oh man, Restos, Luis
Yeah,
Restos.
that was sad, bro. That he destroyed that kid's life, man.
He finally told the truth, man, on that.
Yep.
Finally told the truth, because even when they were doing the documentary, he kept saying he was throwing it off on Panama Lewis. You know, he kept
Have a
saying
good
that
one, Chicago. Thank you for coming in, brother.
Be easy,
okay.
Chicago. Can't wait to watch your new video.
Good night.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
Billy Collins I think he was from Oklahoma. He was a tough kid
Yeah.
too. He got so depressed by what happened, he
Got into
fucking drank himself
alcohol,
and wrecked.
all of that stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
He wrapped himself into a tree or something. I heard something like
Yeah,
that.
he wrecked, and and then that guy, I don't remember the guy whose documentary it was, but he took Resto, and it was weird. It was not weird, but his kids even believed that his kids were living in Virginia, I believe. And this documentary, somehow they got down to Virginia, and his kids even thought he didn't do it. They were like, my dad didn't have nothing to do with it. He paid his price. He went to prison.
Yeah.
To this day, Panama Lewis is still banned, where he can't go show up at the fights because he trained Zab Judah, and then when Zab went to fight, he couldn't be there at the fight.
Yeah.
So and then Panama Lewis is the same guy in the freaking in the prior Aguayo fight, where he says, no, not that bottle, the other bottle, the one I mixed up.
Yeah.
So they were trying to say that there was stuff in that bottle that kept Pryor going all them rounds, where he just was throwing punches, like he never got tired. And so they caught that on the film.
He was juicing them up.
Yeah, And that's the same thing they said they did to that dude, Resto too. And you know, he just kept punching and punching and punching.
But Resto had his hands with the
They took,
cast. Remember the casts?
yeah, they took.
That's
Well,
the
they took
head.
all the
So,
padding. They took all the padding out of the glove.
yep. So when they
Yeah.
wrapped him with that stuff, every time his hands got sweaty, it turned more into a rock.
Right. The plaster. I think there was some type of plaster stuff like that dickhead freaking Margarito cheating ass with Cotto. That was Cotto's first loss, and you could tell by his face. I mean, he was beat up, man, and you know, he got him back the next time around, but that was his first loss. You know?
I was so hurt that fight. I almost cried that fight. I was so hurt that fight to watch him, to see his face like that.
Yeah, no, that was bad, bro. But then the second one, he put it on him.
Yep.
He put it on him.
Yep.
Give him that old ass whooping.
And what's the name whooped him too? Freaking Pacquiao. He put hands on him for being a little guy.
Yeah, Pacquiao. He manhandled him.
Oh, Cotto or Margarito?
No, at the Pacquiao, he hit Margarito. He manhandled him, bro.
Yeah.
All you seen was Margarito smiling, and that was from the beating he was taking.
Yeah. Well, Pacquiao whipped Cotto too. That's why I didn't know who you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that dude, Paulie Maldonado don't like him, but I don't, you know, he says he cheats, and I don't know where the proof is. He's just trying to say because the weight, how, you know, you went up 8 weight classes, you know, which is probably about 40 pounds, huh?
Who
Pacquiao. Yeah, he says he takes steroids, and that's how he was able to go 8 divisions up in weight.
Yeah.
There's never been no proof of it. There's never been no proof. You know, I know that Pac was a steroid using mofo. Well, I didn't even know he put that. But that's what Mayweather back when they should have fought. Mayweather was saying for him to take a test.
Yeah. I remember that.
I think he wanted him to take a test from drawing blood, and he didn't want to do that or something like that. You know?
Yeah, no, that's.
But I think by now, bro, they would have caught him somehow. By now.
Yeah, because they threw that little subliminal thing, like, yeah, you on steroids. So they started checking him. Every fight he had, they were checking him.
Right. And then, you know, then he started losing a little. He had a couple losses. You know, the one loss against Bradley, he didn't lose that fight. You know what I mean? And then they gave it to Bradley. And then the next fight, he got knocked out by Marquez in their fourth and last fight, you know?
Yeah, it's there's a lot of fights, man, that are iffy.
Danking and drinking. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So what else has been popping? Thank you, Mickey.
Chicago is my kind of town. Yeah, that's, you know.
So Chicago put his video up, so that means we're gonna have action tomorrow. We could watch some action on YouTube.
Yeah. It's funny too that you know. It's funny how some cats, man, they they act like they're some righteous people, man. Some of these people, man, it's so fucking funny how it, you know, they come off like they're the victims, like, you know. Some of these people, man, they act like they don't do no shit talking. They don't be clowning. They don't talk about people's past, you know, their loved ones that passed. You know what I mean? They act like they're just some easygoing, simple people that don't cause nobody no issues, which is a crock of shit. You know?
Yeah.
Funny, man.
All we do is sit down and laugh, bro. It's YouTube. It's entertainment.
Yeah, yesterday I was at a point. I was so aggravated with everything that's going on, but you know what? I'm not paying no mind. And at the end of the day, honestly, if you can't show your face, can't talk to me, I can't vet you. I don't care what you got to say out your mouth. You can keep the comments to yourself. I don't want to hear that no more. I'm done with that nonsense.
Yep, you're right, Anthony Elios. Jeff Horn did not beat Pacquiao either. You're right about that. Yeah, and we ain't talked about what Dudes just said right now. Sugar Ray Leonard Hagler. That was We didn't even bring up Leonard at
That
all.
was a war, bro. That was a war, just like Hagler and Hearns. Those were wars, man.
Those were just a couple rounds, that one. But this one, I think Hagler got burnt on that fight. Leonard would do what Leonard did a lot, where he would throw a flurry the last 10 seconds, and he would get, just before the round was over, he'd get the crowd, and the judges fell for it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because Hagler was the champion going in there, and then at that time, you had to make the champion look silly or knock the champion out in order to win that bout. You know what I mean? And just, that was some shit there.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird.
What's the name? Yankees for Life says he feels that Mickey Griggs should have a wrench. I'm feeling pretty bad tonight. I think I have a torn eye muscle.
What'd you say, Carlo?
I said, yeah. As far as like, I know who's who. Yeah, Mickey Griggs is straight.
Yep, Mickey Griggs. It was Mickey Griggs, Edward Everett, Wally Chuck. Those three gentlemen were the first three cats that showed me a lot of respect and love and support on when I would come on or when they see me in the chats. And Yankees for Life was another one. Yankees for Life. Those four stick out to me right now. And also Joe De La Mura, another one. Those five.
Joe De La Mura is a good guy.
Yeah, I can remember their names off my head when I first started coming on. So I would always try to shout out them. You know what I mean?
Miss Can't Be Wrong been with me since the beginning of my journey on YouTube.
Yeah, and then Pink too, Pinkville. And there's a few more. I just, I'm not trying to single nobody out. But yeah, Miss Pink Can't Be Wrong. And
congratulations.
Yeah, Miss Can't Be Wrong always was cool. Always.
She's the queen wrench. And I gotta give it to Yankees for Life as the true king wrench, because he's got one in everything, and he's fair and he's balanced.
Yep. I've seen a lot of moderators, and they come in and they're good, man. But you guys are the tops, bro. I ain't gonna put it past it.
Yep. And this man right here too, you got on the screen.
Yep.
He's always been, he was one of the first ones that would come on with me on the screen and show me love and support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. Then dudes would always do that.
Yeah, that's
we got great people in this chat. Great people in this chat.
We got good people. We ain't got nobody coming in acting all foolish, and it is what it is. And like I
that's
said,
one thing. There are a lot of good people in the community. There are absolutely a lot, and that's why I come back. That's and it's worth all the drama that goes on, because you deal with so many good people in the chat.
Yep. That's what it is. Boom. There we go.
Bob Maori, you're absolutely right.
100% correct. 100% correct. I hear a lot of people, a lot of content providers talking about they don't want wrenches, all that stuff. But you know what? I'd rather have good people having wrenches that are going to be fair. You know what I mean? They're going to give the person an opportunity. Like I seen Carlos do 20 million times. Gives them an opportunity. If they're wrong, they're out the box, then bye, see ya.
The thing with that is, when you have a wrench, like every platform is different. Every content creator runs their channel a different way. So for instance, if I'm with Mob Talk Radio and he tells me, Carlos, I'm not having it tonight. I don't want zero tolerance. Guess what? If that man says zero tolerance, I'm gonna do what he asks me to do. I can go to Lefties, and Lefties has an open chat where he's not gonna be so strict on it. So I lay back and I can sit back and let stuff go by. You got to be able to go with what the content creator wants, and you're gonna get flack from those who come in and start trouble, and they're gonna say, "Oh, all you do is ban." No, you go with how the platform creator wants it.
Yes. That's it.
Yep.
I mean, like I
Big,
said, the only thing we
big
ask in
deal.
this room is that they keep it real, offending women and bad mouthing people, calling them chomos and rats. And nah, we ain't having it.
Like
And
me.
I'm gonna ask the chat, like I asked you guys, like I mentioned you guys earlier. Does anybody really think that if these people that are running their mouths calling people rats and chomos, that if they're sitting in the freaking subway car traveling to whatever their stop is, or a bus or wherever, and they come to find out that the guy sitting next to them is actually a rat or a chomo, you really think they're gonna smack them up? No, they ain't gonna harm a hair on that man's head or whoever that person is. They'll get away from them because they don't want to be around it. But to run their mouths about
Thank you,
nothing,
Yanks.
they ain't about nothing.
It is
Straight
what
up.
it is. I mean, like I say, it's a different era, bro. Different era.
You can be the
Thanks, Yank.
Terminator on YouTube. Plain and
Yeah,
simple. You can be the Terminator.
yeah, yeah.
And that's what we always say too in the pen, man. That these dudes, because it's terrible in there with the lies, man. In prison, you can be anybody. Oh, so and so's my cousin. So and so's my uncle. I did this. I did that. I was a big time baller. Oh, I be pimping on the street. I sell big time dope, but they ain't got a 25-cent soup in their locker. You know what I mean? They ain't got nothing.
It's like I said, you got people that use their heads, and they weren't tough guys. They weren't dudes that were nasty and this and that. They just used what they got up here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Not everybody that was involved with street life was really a vicious person.
No,
Some of them,
not
like
at
you
all.
said, some of them had the brains. They were able to put things together. They were great. They had great mouthpieces, so they can go talk to these other people to network to get things going. They're great. They make great money. They kicked it up to who they had to kick it up to. But at the end of the day,
Yep.
they weren't the ones that were going to go out there and do that. You know, and
It
just
is
like you got
what
some
it
guys that
is.
are vicious with the business, they'll go take care of things and they can't make a damn dollar if their life depended on it.
That's right.
But they keep them around because they're willing to take care of business when it's need be.
They had to do the grunt work.
Yep. Yep.
And it's like we
You
were
know.
saying, what was it, Carlos? We were talking the other day about that. If you were if you were raised in New York City during the 70s, 80s, early 90s, I'm gonna say early 90s. If you were raised out there and you didn't know a wise guy, something was wrong because they were all
Ab-
over.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They were all over. I remember going into candy stores, soda shops that were owned by guys that were neighborhood guys.
Yep.
So
Yep.
And they were
Yep.
gentlemen.
yeah,
Regardless of how bad they were, they carried themselves like gentlemen. They
yep,
didn't they didn't go at women. They didn't attack women like this generation. Like being a tough guy is supposed to be the new thing. Like me. You can call me a white knight. I don't see a reason that you have to go at a woman. It just makes no sense.
uh,
I think it's cowardly. I think it's cowardly on all forms. I don't care how tough you think you are, how many people you think you killed and shot. It's cowardly. It is
yeah.
absolutely cowardly.
Look, I'm gonna
Yep.
ask. I'm gonna ask a question to Carol. So Carol said, very true. Carol comes from Court Street, if I'm not mistaken, that neighborhood. That neighborhood alone, every block, bro, you had a wise guy. And you didn't see them out there causing ruckus. Real nice guys, bro. To me, they were nice guys, but that's just the way it was back in them days.
Yep. And that's another
They
thing, like
could,
Carlos said. A cat that claims to be a street guy ain't gonna be going after women. Ain't gonna be attacking uh uh people's dead relatives, right? They're not gonna be talking about this guy cornholing this guy and cornholing that guy and giving this guy a blowjob because they didn't speak about homosexual stuff because it was taboo. They were so homophobic. The gangsters. From
Yep.
Italians. You know what I mean? So when I hear these guys talking like that, it's like, what the hell? Like, you could just tell that wasn't the crowd that this dude was hanging out with. You know, you don't,
Listen, man, I tell
you
you
don't
what.
become 45 years old and just start talking like that.
If I would have said that, and you both of you know my history, if I would have said that in front of my stepfather, yo, he would have rapped me in the mouth. If I would have looked, if I'd have looked at a girl and said, "Yo, suck my," bro, he'd have knocked my teeth out.
Yeah,
that's the way it was.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
We didn't do that, you know.
And then that's another thing. We're not allowed. Us in the what I ran in the pen. We're not allowed to sex play. That's called sex playing. When you go, hey bro, like say somebody clowns you and you go, oh well, suck my blah blah blah, right? Or anything like that. That's called sex playing. You will get disciplined. You'll have to do an essay on why we don't do that, right?
Yep.
And you'll have to do some workout discipline too. You know what I mean? And you don't we don't even horseplay like the wrestling and all. We don't even do that, even though we do it on the unders. We're not supposed to do it, and we get caught, we'll be in trouble, and we'll have to do an essay why we don't horseplay, why we conduct ourselves in a professional manner at all times. You know what I mean? So the only ones that really do that horse playing and that sex playing talk, over here in Northern California, are white people. Nelson Pad, so true. I never felt safer than when they were around. Yep, they always respected women. Yep,
that's just the way it was.
I mean, I hate to bring up the little evil devil, the one over there in Arizona, but like he said, the women would walk across the street on their side if the social club was there, because they knew that they were safe walking by there, and they weren't going to have guys that come out and hitting on them or talking to them dirty and so.
Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. I never did I ever see, dudes on the street, like other people say, beating their girls, this and that. But man, we never saw that growing up. If any of that was happening, it was inside, because if it was outside, you was catching.
You would get beat down. You would get beat down. It didn't happen. They would tell you that's not out here.
Yep. They will tell you whatever happened behind closed doors happens behind closed doors, but don't get it twisted. You catch one.
Yep. And what else? I mean, I don't know. I seen what dude said in Sopranos, Richie Aprile, when he said, next time you hit my niece, he told Chrissy, right? Next time you hit my niece, he gonna do him in. He goes, you want to hit her, you give her your name, right? Basically, so he's saying, marry her, then it's not my business, right?
Yeah.
So, obviously you don't do that still out in the open, if that was gonna happen, but you respected them women. You respected those women. You respected the woman, but you respected their family at the same time. You don't get that nowadays, man.
That the key word, my brother, is there's no more respect.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No, none at all. None at all. It is what it is. I mean, even with like my daughter's got a boyfriend. And I had to sit down with him. I sat him down and explained to him, you're in a relationship with my daughter. If there's any problems, you come to me. You don't put your hands up.
Look what what Tim Egan said up there. He said, no, Lou, 99% of the internet tough guys would run from the fight. Yeah, exactly.
He's right. He's right.
Exactly. And it gets so freaking old saying the same shit over and over again, man. But that's so true, man. When I was 18, I got mugged, and someone asked what happened. 20 minutes later, they came to my house and returned. Yep,
she's absolutely. You know what? She's absolutely right, because I remember we had a guy break into our house, and my mother was in the apartment. All right, so I don't know if they have it in California, but in New York we had the railroad apartments. So the dude climbed in through the living room, and my Dukes ran out through the back door yelling. Okay, runs to a neighbor's house. I'm on the corner. Dude runs out the front door and bounces. So I get the license plate number. I'm like maybe 13. I get the license plate number. The guy that worked next door was an old Italian dude, Joe. And he said, did you get that plate? I said, yeah. Yo, within half an hour, they brought the dude back to the house.
Exactly.
They brought him right to the front, bro. I was like, oh, shit. He didn't look the same way, but they brought him over. You know what I mean? This is the guy, yeah, and they, shit, goodbye. But it was safer. Back then, it was safer.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
There you go. No respect, no discipline. That's right.
Yankee for Life said he always taught his son to respect women.
That's it. That's how I taught my kids.
Honor or discipline anymore. Nope. No respect, no honor, no discipline. That's right.
That's the way it is, man.
Absolutely. I teach my son the exact same thing. Exact same thing. My boy's 8, and my boy already has more principles than a good majority of these clowns that are on YouTube.
Yep.
You know, I taught him the meaning of respect. I taught him the meaning of loyalty, and I taught him the meaning of honor. Honor is a big thing. You carry it in yourself. You
That's
know.
it. That's it. It's the way it is. Look, like Bob said right there, Lou.
Yeah, I know. I seen it.
With the
You see in the music culture,
like
100%. Back in our days, real bands and musicians wrote love songs and prayed their ladies and partners. These days, rappers be calling their loved ones bitches and hoes. Yep.
Yep.
He's 100% right.
You know, knock on wood, man. My kids are grown, but they already know in front of their dad, their mom, they ain't trying to stop, you know, popping off at the mouth with the cursing and bitch this and no, hell no.
Your children are going to be a reflection on you. No.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know, the way I brought them up was, you know, the way I wasn't, you know, so, and I explained it to them. You're not getting raised the same way I was. It was totally different. Totally different ball game.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Rap. Paying musical squares.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to pick out the best one, man. I'm like, oh, damn. You know how that works.
7:30. Let me see what time that store closes.
But yo, we gonna call it, bro. It's already gonna be 10:30. Oh, actually, it's past 10:30. Holy shit.
Hey, we'll go. We'll all the whole chat. We'll all move over to whatever other content creators on. I think FBS is on.
I'll tell you right now who's on. Let's see. Bam. Yo, I don't know what it is, man. My computer's been acting funny. Phone, everything's been acting funny.
The Ghost of Panisi.
The Ghost of Panisi.
Yeah, we said that earlier.
Yeah, he was jacking my background up, bro. I had to take it out.
I know the Almighty King Village Latin Pain's on. That's the only one I got so far right here.
Yep.
The FBS is on with Gunsmoke.
Is he?
Uh-oh.
I didn't get no alerts. That's weird.
That's been happening a lot with all the content creators. It's been happening a lot. It happens to me too.
Prisoner's Awakening's on.
Yeah, there's quite a few people.
But I want to thank everybody for coming and showing the support.
Oh, that must be it right there. 29 minutes ago, the Lip Smacking Mac pregame show.
Uh-oh.
It's got it's got Tony Crybaby smiling with all gums.
We're not even going to give them any play. We're not even going to mention them clowns.
Nah, I'm not even getting into that, bro. That's I let them do all that out there, bro. We just sit back and watch. Pound it. Good night, my brother.
Good night. Everybody, if you haven't hit the like button before we close out, hit the like button, please.
There you go, Carol.
Sub if you haven't, and share.
Bob, have a good night. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, good night, Bob.
Good night, Carol.
Yeah, we're gonna close out.
Good night, everyone. Again, thank you for coming and showing your support. We love you guys.
Yep, everybody. Thin Dudes, Carol, down at Pinkville, Everett, Yankees, Tim Egan, Anthony Elios, Mickey Griggs,
Edward,
everybody.
Yankees, all of them.
Yeah, that's pretty much everybody. Belone X8, Chicago Muscle. Yep, that's everybody.
Good night, my brothers.
Yeah, good night. Buenas noches.
I'll see you soon. I'll see you on the next channel.
Yeah, I gotta run to the store real quick. I gotta go run to the store so I can put these license plates on. And
don't be putting license plates in the middle of the night, bro. You know what's gonna happen.
What? Well, I gotta put them on because I gotta go back to work, and you know, I don't know. We'll see. They close at 9, so I got an hour, a little over an hour before they close. So
All right, my brothers. Take
All
care.
right, Philip.
See
All right,
you soon.
everybody in the chat. Good night. Thanks for coming.
Good night, guys.
Buenas noches. Good night. What about our Spanish words?
Oh, damn. We'll leave it for next time. We'll make it up.
All right.
Peace, Lou. All right, guys. Take care.